simple. So f prime x, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep everything very organized. So handwriting really matter right now, and I know I'm not a person to talk about handwriting because I don't have a good handwriting, but I have better handwriting than most of you guys. Um, so if I take a derivative of this, I'm going to take a derivative 4 and 4x minus 5 to the third power times 3. I have to make sure there's a chain rule involved, and then 2x minus 3 to the third power. Does that make sense?
Why is it 3 and not 4?
No, this is 4. I can't read. Okay.
Yeah, we do.
No, I just have Alzheimer.
That's not how that one works.
Okay, so plus, right? Then I'm gonna keep the first one alone, and I'm take a derivative of the second one. So there's a chain rule. So a lot of time people just take a derivative of both functions. No, there's a product rule and there's a chain rule and occur simultaneously all at the same time. Two chain rule and product rule happen exactly the same time. Now rest of it, this is actually the easiest part. The rest of the part is algebra. The algebra is actually end up to be a bit harder because in order to find the horizontal tangent, I really need to factor this. And the only thing I can factor is a GCF. So if I factor out here, I'm going to pick the least amount of power. So the greatest common factor. So let's just look at here that I have a 3 and I have a 4. Which one I want to factor out? 3. So, and that's the things I will factor out, this 3. So I'm going to say 4x, nope, that's red. So 4x minus 5 to the third. Now let's look at the blue one. 2x minus 3 to the which power? 2 and 3, which one I factor out? The least amount. So it's going to be 2. And then I will draw a big bracket. Now, people say, why do I use bracket? Because I can. Supposedly, inside is parenthesis, outside should be bracket. So if I have inner parenthesis and outside should be bracket, you're not supposed to have two parentheses. That's actually not mathematically correct. So now it's going to be, first thing is going to be, if you factor out this and this. Now look at your first term. What do you have left? 2x minus 3 to the 16, because 4 times 4 is 16. Does that make sense? And I am going to factor out here. Now, I'm going to factor out this to the third power and to the second power. The second power is completely out. So I have 1 left, which is 4x minus 5 to the 1 left times 6. Does that make sense? And there's the end of bracket. So now I'm going to distribute that. That's going to be 32x minus 48 plus 24x minus 30. And that left with 56x minus 78. Does that make sense? And since I'm finding the horizontal tangent, that means this is equal to 0. That means I can say 4x minus 5 equal to 0, x equal to 5 over 4, 2x minus 3 equal to 0, x equal to 3 over 2, 56x minus 78 equal to 0, x equal to 78 over 56. There are 3 solutions here. And voila, you got all the solutions here. All the horizontal tangent that you can find. Now I'm going to give you a different question, see if you can find it. F of x equal to 6x minus 5 to the 4th power times 3x minus 2 to the 6th power. Remember, you factor out the most negative of GCF. Now, most negative or the least amount of power, this is going to apply the next one because next time we're going to factor out the most negative powers. Okay, done. Yep. Lefty right plus righty left, or it doesn't matter which order. Yeah, it can be lefty right or righty left to start with, and just the other side. But the quotient rule had to start with the low, low D high minus high D low.
It's plus 3 because quotient rule is minus.
I usually do right D left first. I don't know. That's just me.
Because the ones that are small too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you could do the derivative.
Yeah.
So right D left and then left
D right. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you switch it up. But the quotient rule, it matters if you switch it. And then go field trip to Starbucks.
You too. So funny.
I'm like half asleep.
Get yourself a pink drink this year.
Pink drink? I haven't tried it.
No, you keep saying you want to try it.
But I didn't want to spend $6 trying on a drink I might not like.
It's okay if you don't like it. You can okay. Yeah.
Is it that good?
It's okay. Because I only get it without the. What is it? You can get it as a basic question. Can't we simplify the 78? I don't give a 6.
You can simplify 78 or 56. Yeah, it's like I don't know, 39 over 28. Like the last time I tried that was like something lemonade with a pineapple in there.
Oh, yeah, it's like mango. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like okay. It was like too sweet.
The Windermere Starbucks is just.
Oh, they
They were like closed down for like 2 months.
are you talking about Grove?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grove. Yeah. There was like 3 times I drive there. I was like, still.
Your friends who ordered this.
Mocha frap.
That's such a thing with your dad, bro. Bro, my dad. Look at the house in McDonald's. No, my dad gets the whole thing of special food.
If on the winter I get white chocolate mocha. White chocolate mocha is good. I like it.
I thought you would drink like Americano.
No, I cannot drink too much coffee. Did you guys done?
No. I'm confused on how you pack it up.
When you buy like a mocha cookie combo,
I hate cookie crumble.
yeah, they are. What do you hate? I don't know. No, actually, no. I think it's like, I don't know, it's just ice cream. Oh no.
Ice cream? No, I'll get Rubio Pro.
I love Rubio Pros.
Can you go a little bit
Root beer float is best. And the in the Winter Garden, you know how that the small ice cream vendor in the Winter Garden, downtown Winter Garden, they're very good. They're very like reasonable price too, and they give you big whole scoop like humongous.
Mr. Cruz, like my friend's got a same package. I can always get root beer. And then there's like an ice cream. You didn't get any alcohol or anything? You don't root beer?
Oh, cool.
At 16. There was one that you did. Yeah, they do.
Really?
Because
Yeah,
it's like,
I-
you have to swipe the card. And then it shows you
Yeah,
sugar. And then the age on the proof was 14.
Oh, yeah.
But my sister got it. Don't work.
So far, we're doing okay.
Yeah.
6x minus 5 to the third, I think. And 3x minus 2 to the fifth. And then it's 24 to the 3x minus 2, I think.
Yeah.
And plus 18 to the 6x minus 5. Times 72x minus 48 plus, oh, that's a big number. I could have factored out 6, can I? 6. That's okay. So that's gonna be 180x minus 138, I think.
How you use it? Most, what do you mean by most?
And then this x equal to 138 over 180. I mean, you can simplify it down to whatever, I don't know. X equal to 2 over 3, x equal to 5 or 6. This one's 90 to, I don't know, 90 of 69, 30, 23 over 30. That's eventually simplified down to. Okay, next question. X squared. It's not the worst part. You got it right last time. First time.
Okay, I think I have to test.
I don't know why you asked.
You're actually pretty organized. You're actually pretty organized. Organized.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
How am I supposed to be unorganized with two processes?
That's true.
You don't even know.
I'm so
I need fruit.
It's the only
Oh, wait,
ability to do the.
Wait, what'd you get fruit and Starbucks?
No, not at Starbucks, like Publix or something. Is that a 6 or a 2?
X squared, square root of 1 minus x squared.
You don't even read your.
Somebody comment I have good handwriting. Yes, sure.
No, they said that yours was better than the Indian teacher's handwriting. They didn't
No,
say that
she
you
say
had-
I have a good
No,
handwriting.
they said that you had the Indian.
You know
teacher's
what? I don't
handwriting.
care about what you say. I hear what I say. I don't care. Yeah. Just leave me alone. Let me be, okay?
So that 2 check marks.
I understand like how to do it. I'm just stuck on actually like the algebra. Like I know like I understand the thing.
That's Chase. She's gonna pull through.
Simon wants to help.
Maybe later.
With the text. You can. He can pay you a different way. I don't know. She's into those things, so.
I got it
Hey, where are your tip jar?
Second time.
Oh.
This fraction, and I forgot. It's, you have to make it so that.
And then
Huh?
the stream is still on, right?
No, it's not.
Well, I didn't say anything. I don't know. We guys talk. You guys have dirty mind.
Well, I never see what he did either.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you guys talking about. I just feel bad for Anthony. He's a poor kid.
Anthony used to say things.
Anthony changed so much this year. I'm glad he changed a lot. He's pretty sassy sometimes. He's like, I'm not doing homework.
Like, he doesn't need.
All right, so this one's a little bit harder. So f prime of x is equal to, now there are two things here happening. So that's going to be 2x and then 1 minus x squared to the 1/2 power plus x squared. Now this one's kind of hard because you got 1/2. 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 times negative 2x. Now, this part, if you did it right, great, that you get first check mark here. But the second check mark is really hard to earn. So let's just talk about how to factor like x4 minus x squared. If you factor this, you subtract in the power. So if you factor out x squared, right, that is going to be x squared. You subtract by 2. And this is going to be subtract by 2, which is 0, with anything to the 0 power is 1. Now, the thing is that you never learn in algebra 2, you never learn how to factor this. Negative 4 power. So you're going to factor out the most negative, right? Now, if same thing, like you taking out 2, you subtract by 2. So if you're taking out a negative 4, you subtract by negative 4. But it becomes adding 4, that becomes 1. Does that make sense? But what would be the second one?
It's just
Not negative 6. Negative 2 minus negative 4. X squared. And then this can actually change to 1 minus x squared over x to the 4. And actually it come out to like this. You can actually solve a lot of different way. You actually see a lot of different things. So that's good. So now what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, well, I am gonna to factor out the most negative.
Wait.
Yes.
Isn't the negative 1/2 exponent on the right side supposed to be negative 3 over 2? Did you take 1 from it?
No.
1/2 minus. Oh, just take 1.
Okay, so it'll be 1 minus x squared. Now the negative half power is actually this one.
Oh,
That's the most negative power. So if you factor out a negative, and you can also factor out x because they both have x. So this is going to be x, and I'm going to factor out this. Yeah.
Why don't you factor out the 2x?
I don't factor out a 2 because this 2 can actually simplify this. And that's just very straightforward. Now I have a bracket left. So first term, I have x is gone. And I left with a 2. But that 1 minus x squared is going to be to the which power? To the first. Because the 1/2 minus negative 1/2. For here, it's going to be minus actually because I have a negative sign in the back. So that's the negative sign. And I left with the x squared because everything is out. So that's equal to x times 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. And then that's going to be 2 minus 2x squared minus x squared. And that's equal to 2 minus 3x squared over 1 minus x squared to the 1/2. And the x is on the top. And this is f prime of x.
So how do you find the stuff in the bracket?
I factor out the x and then 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. I see whatever's left is inside the bracket. So the next question I'm gonna give you to is this one. I can give you answers, and you're gonna try to see to get there. I don't know if we have enough time. How much time we have? Oh, that's good. You have like probably like 5 minutes. You can go through this one. You can choose to do product rule, or you can choose the quotient rule. Result is gonna be exactly the same. I don't know which way you prefer. I prefer quotient rule, but some people prefer product rule. I think most of you guys prefer product rule. I think Jorge, Deborah, you guys also good.
You know whose birthday it is today?
Really?
Deborah.
Oh. I'm gonna send her a message.
Yeah.
But I think she's gonna left me on the red.
So yeah, last time me and Jorge messaged the group chat for the first time in 5 months.
Oh, that's what I thought.
It said happy birthday. She faced my mom.
How's she doing?
She was literally up doing math.
Is she struggling in math?
I think so.
She's struggling?
I think she's spending more of her time doing math. I don't think she's struggling, but she's spending a lot of her time doing math. Like,
She don't need to do math. Oh, UPenn, they got rid of. She probably don't have a credit though.
I don't know. Because she's like, you better get a 5 while you're younger. And I'm like, wait.
Did she say she's struggling?
I don't think she's struggling. She's just spending a lot of time.
Dude, this is on the stream. You're still streaming?
Yeah. Okay. Deborah's.
I think, oh man, I understand.
I miss.
I just can't possibly.
Don't mention the men.
Deborah?
Men's in love with Deborah.
Yeah.
Who told you that today?
Yeah, who told you that?
Like, actually.
Yeah.
You.
Was it me?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It's
No, you are. You were the one that told me. Why would I know? Who else would tell me that? Who else would know?
He's slipping up this year.
Huh?
Are you gaslighting me, actually?
Yeah, you're the one that told me.
Like, you.
And that is
I haven't lost though. I haven't. Come home.
I miss her so.
She's cool though. I do miss her in some way. I don't miss fighting with her, but I miss she's
That's why I'm here.
Like, you know the balls.
Like, Deborah literally was always tired, but still was able to argue with mystery.
I didn't know why she have so much energy. I don't know you were there after school. One day we got pretty heated.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard. No, it was.
It was over racial.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're just saying dumb shit as usual.
I'm not saying dumb shit.
Why would she get mad? She was, guys. It was
I think no, she's supposed to be offended because she believed in differently. Now, as far as that situation, I'm kind of like in the middle, but I'm not extreme on one side or the other side. But I'm stated like, what's my opinion?
Isn't that the reason why you started teaching the algebra kids last year?
Yeah.
Because of that argument.
It's a Chinese attitude.
Sort of.
You always like to say it.
No, it's not that. It's like, huh?
You know, like, you-
I like Asian people in some way, but I don't like it most way.
You know what I don't like? I don't like elitists that they're like really like, you know what I mean here? They like look down on you.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of like that.
It's like, you know what I mean by this? Like the orderly.
I did.
How much time I have? Okay, so I'm gonna do low D high. I'm gonna do quotient rule. You can do. This is the answer, by the way. If you do it right, that's the answer. you just have to get rid of fraction, but low D high minus high D low over low, so it'll be x squared plus 3 to the 2/3 instead of 1/3. And now I'll factor out, I will factor out x squared plus 4 to the negative 2/3. Guys, x squared plus 4, this is to the first power. Now whatever I have left is actually minus 2/3 x squared over x squared plus 3 to the 2/3. Now this, you can move down, so it becomes positive. So it'll be x2 plus 3 to the 4 over third. And that is going to be 1/3 x squared plus 4. Does that make sense? Now I'll just multiply the top by bottom by 3 to get rid of that complex fraction. Yep. Have fun with today's homework. In fact, one